Okay, so we were going to forego tidbits because Terry and I did not have a clue as to what we were going to do this week. And then
No. We had ideas, but we didn't get the stuff done in time.
So we had an idea yesterday, so everything we did came from yesterday.
Yep.
Anyway, so we thought that this week we would play with rickrack.
Or as we finally call it, rickrack.
Rickrack, whatever you want to call it. We like ideas with rickrack about this time of the year because some of you may have, and unfortunately we're going to have to put the dudes aside from this because this is more of a girly thing. If you have granddaughters or daughters that you are having to do things with this summer, this is a great thing that you can play with for a while. So what we're going to show you is some ideas. We're going to put some links below so that you can go to where we found them. Now we do have to do a caveat. Terry and I are quilters, but crafting is a little tougher for us. So some of this stuff is going to look a little rough. But anyways, rickrack, we have it in 2 different sizes, and of course I only got the one size.
The kind we like is usually 100% cotton.
Yes. This is the jumbo, which we have this in a lot of colors. This is a really big rickrack. As we were saying, it's not your mama's rickrack anymore because there's so many ideas. If you Google rickrack, either in Pinterest or on Google, oh my goodness, the ideas that come up are amazing. And then we also have a smaller size. So anything that you see listed on the website, you have the big and you have the small in the colors.
And we did put those on the website now,
yeah,
right? By the yard, yes.
Yeah, so anyways, let's start through what we did. I don't know where to start, which one is worse. Okay, we'll start with this one's really cute.
Of course it is.
Even as something as simple as just inserting a little bit of the rickrack in a seam. This is a cute little pin cushion. Of course, Terry had to find a little button, had a little
It took
glitz
me a while.
on it.
We probably spent more time rooting through our button box the last day, yes.
So this was very, very easy. And as far as turning the corners, all you got to do is stitch up, bring it around, and yeah, it's really not that hard at all.
Now, one thing I would suggest too is because with our pin cushions, we like to stuff them with pecan shells, right? Walnut shells, whatever shells,
crushed
nut
walnut
shells, yes, whatever those shells are. Anyways, what they usually have you do is make a separate packet that you stick inside the. Well, I was showing my wonderful little treat right there.
But they've been on that for a while.
Oh, okay. You want to see. So anyways, I will go over a little faster. Marty's always rushing me. Anyways, I have found with something like this, I just took 2 6-inch squares of regular cotton, and then I took 2 6-inch squares of one of our interfaced the 2 pieces of cotton, and then I did not make a separate packet for the stuff. I just stitched around it, left an opening, poured the walnut seeds right inside, and stitched the open closed.
Okay, so very easy. This is a quick little ornament that you can use. Has a little dingle bell in the center. But what was done on this guy is that we wove the 2 ends of the...
You probably have to get another color.
No, we're going to just do it. You can kind of get the idea. So what you're going to do, it's like braiding. If you can actually nail this down to one end, if I had a pin in my pin cushion, that would be really nice. Really. And then it's just a matter of braiding it.
One over top of the other.
One over top of the other. And they kind of nest in. And you just, one thing with rickrack when you're doing something, sometimes you just have to fuss with it a bit. But you can see that it just basically nestles in with each other.
And which is what you have here.
Which is what we had. So we took 2 different colors, wove it together, and then Terry used a pipe cleaner on the back. Of course it's a glittery one.
Of course, that's all I could find.
Just to kind of help it hold its shape.
So that to me is more of a hang it in the window type of thing. I think it would be really cute. And then when I was looking for my beads, I found the baby rickrack, so I used that as a hanger. Get the glue gun out, and there you go.
And then this is another one, so instead of the red and green, use the red and white. And again, she used the pipe cleaner to help hold the shape of it.
This would be great for a little kids. Yeah. I don't know if they do parties, that they do things anymore. I don't know if that's how things work, but...
So then going back to just a basic, we used the jumbo rickrack on this, and this was just gathered up. You run the needle through the bottom loops And then when you gather it up, you get these really kind of cool little flowers. And as Terry said in the beginning, it really was, half of the fun was rifling through the button box that we had. So if you've got an old, I mean, no offense, kids will spend hours looking for the perfect button, or just the fact of, shuffling through their fingers and stuff. It's just real fun for them. So let them have at it. Put a blanket out on the living room floor and let them have fun.
Another thing too is not only just buttons, but if you have old
Jewelry, costume jewelry.
Costume jewelry, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that you can bust apart,
Yes.
which we'll come to that one next. And then this was basically, again, the jumbo rickrack that we just gathered up a little bit different. Was a little bit more, but I mean, it's just a cute little thing. You could put these on headbands. You can put I did it on this one.
Oh, okay.
On this one, I put the little bobby thing so that you can clip it into your hair. And no, I am not going to do that. My hair is not conducive to that. So you can use these as just like little decorations in your head.
Oh, you're so cute, Marty.
I know, adorable. And one thing I wanted to say about this one is I just took the white rickrack and I took magic markers. I colored the tips of one pink, with the other one I colored yellow, and then it was basically just coiled onto a base piece of wool. And that's kind of what we did here. It's that twisting again, and then we just stitched across the bottom to hold everything in, and then it was just coiling it in and glue gunning everything down. Now, I personally like, because you have to cover the center. I personally liked that one, nice and delicate.
Yeah, very nice.
Terry wanted to put this one.
Yeah, I thought that if we didn't knock that bottom off, that sucker would have fit perfectly.
I don't think so. That would turn some poor little girl's head over. And then we also found, again, going back to that costume jewelry, you kind of got that kind of look too. So you can let the kids have fun with this. And again, if this is a great entertainment for them, they're creating on their own. And if they fail, they fail. You aren't out a whole lot more. But just the fact that they made it is usually the big draw on that. So
and we've heard stories about the grandma and grandpa getting the kids for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in the summer.
Right.
Please don't let and this is what you're very judgmental. Don't let them sit. Yeah, there you go. Don't let them sit there and do that all summer. Kick them outside or
that's right.
Stick them with a button box.
Right. And then this was another little flower that we did. And see that caveat earlier, Terry and I are not the craftiest people on the face of the earth. But again, we did that twining like we did here with 2 jumbo ones. And then it was just coiled up. And then it's just a matter of pulling it back and getting everything pulled out. And the more I was reading about stuff like this online, they're saying the more you fuss with it, the better it will get. So it's just, while you're sitting there watching TV at night, just kind of, start turning these out and getting those.
So show us what
the petals.
The thing is going to kind of sort of look like.
What do you mean?
Move your thumb.
Oh.
So that's kind of what it would look like.
So
and again, that could be a little brooch for your coat.
Or again, yeah. Just kind of something kind of cute.
And it's just something fun. Marty and I said, you don't get a lot of chance to play with stuff like this. And that's what it was.
And I mean, when you figure the wide stuff's $1.75, the narrow stuff is 50 cents a yard, you're not out a whole lot.
Right.
You're really not a whole lot. Before we go on to a couple of other things, this one I just printed off the picture on the website because I did not have time to make this one. But basically, if you look at this quilt, it's just strips of fabric, but you notice the rickrack over the top. So that's what I pulled together, kind of this grouping. You just would take with the fabric, varying widths of strips. That would be adorable in a little girl's room. Absolutely adorable.
And it's not hard to work with either, stitching down or anything. We do recommend that you rinse it.
If you're going to wash it afterwards, then yes. I would pre-wash it beforehand.
Because it's 100% cotton.
It is 100% cotton, and it does have a little bit of a tendency to shrink up some. So just kind of swish it around in a bowl, let it dry, and you're good to go. Okay?
And I found, because I took a bunch home, I took maybe 20 pieces home or whatever, and I thought, oh my gosh, we're going to have this knotted up mess. But, those wool ball things that you throw in your dryer? I threw those in with them, and it was not a problem at all.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So then now for the adults in the room.
Yeah.
If you want, just for some real quick home decor. This was a 20-minute project?
Could you take the big fat threads right off of the front of it?
Well, you were supposed to take those off before we did this.
There you go. Isn't that cute? That took me literally half hour max.
I mean, it's very, very simple, very elegant, but this would be great. We used prairie cloth for the background, but the buttons really kind of make it. Those really were perfect for this. And then envelope back on it. And we've talked about envelope backs and make your own pillow forms, that kind of a thing before. So that would be one. And then if you're more of a contemporary person, this would rock along the sides. We used the smaller gray, and then it was just stitched down through the middle. I mean, this was easy peasy. I had my top fabric. I did put a little layer of batting in it just to kind of get it, you know, nice and smooth. And then again, I put a flannel on the back, and then envelope back again. Envelope backs are so easy, guys.
Marty, do you
So
have any
easy.
comments on the fact that you used the design of the fabric to determine?
Oh, yeah, that was another nice thing. If you notice, the background fabric on this is kind of gridded. So I didn't mark anything. I basically ran the rickrack right across, on one of the seams. I picked a spot and then decided, okay, 2 in the middle of every single one of them. So I didn't have to mark anything.
And it's perfect.
Right. It is absolutely perfect. And the other thing is, too, on this, oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought. We'll come back to it.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. And then if you wanted a companion piece to go with this, we took the jumbo rickrack and did
Same
a bench
fabric.
pillow.
Same fabric.
Same fabrics. Rather than doing the grid, which you certainly could, we just did the diagonal on this one. But what a cute little bench pillow, and a great companion piece to this.
That's the sum total of our home decor.
No. The home decor. We still have one more item here.
Oh, okay.
But again,
Oh, that's right.
we did an envelope back, and I forgot to sew the button on.
Somebody
But
showed me this. It might have been
This
Elaine.
was a cute little thing that you just, when you're making your back piece, you just make a little loop, and it kind of helps prevent it from doing that.
Yeah.
You just put a button there and then loop it on. So again, thank you to whoever told us about that.
Mm-hmm.
But cute little thing. And then we'll end with the bright spot here. This was Terry's project last night. So we took one of our tea towels, and what we did, I'm going to try to do it so they can't see the part of it. Folded up the bottom, and then stitched it so you've got pockets. And then we'll have to do it.
Go on the other side. Flip it over on the other
that's
side. Okay.
We're all good. And then she basically folded it back, and then we ran the tie goes up through, so the neck then is adjustable, and then the tie and the thing. And this is again for maybe a little smaller person than me. But then she took a piece of the yellow rickrack, and so we got running chickens. All she did was a dividing line between these guys, and then feet, eyes, and beaks in Bob's Your Uncle. There you go. Chickens running across your apron.
Except for that first one really has a chin issue.
I think that's what you say. I think it's fine. So anyway, so that's a start to what you can do with rickrack. We do have all the colors that we have available listed now on the website. And as I said, the larger stuff is $1.75. The smaller stuff is 50 cents a yard. So you can get as much or as little as you want to. One of the things that I thought was really cute, and actually we're going to put some links down below too to some of the idea pages that we came across. If you like the kids going back to school, they can like glue rickrack on their like book binders. I don't know if they use them or not anymore or not. But I mean, just to kind of decorate them. So one of the ones that they took a pillow like this, and they had a really funky fabric over here, and then they took all of the bright colored rickracks and just did off to the side. And this is simple for kids to sew.
It's straight stitching.
It's exactly. I mean, this guy, it's just right down through the middle. And if they don't hit the middle, it's not the end of the world. So this would be great to do with kids. It builds their confidence, and they have a fun thing when they're done. So
Good 4-H groups.
yep,
Good.
good for 4-H groups. Yep.
Do they have like Bible study? I don't know how you would make this go with
You're
Bible
asking
study.
me?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
anyways, that's what we've got for this week, Rick Rack. Wait until next week. We think we actually know what we're doing.
Yeah, right.
So,
Okay.
we'll see ya.
Bye.